Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and continuing video on with my Passat. Trying to put things right on this car. Obviously in the last video we did a bit of work on suspension, got that sorted now. There are a couple of issues that are still outstanding. One which being is a oil sensor workshop coming up on dash. There's also a check oil level, but that's to do with the catch for the bonnet catch, because there's a micro switch in it and it's faulty. It's detecting that the bonnet's never been opened, so it's kind of basically saying check your oil level just in case, but that needs addressing. Also got wing to do, and we've got these headlights just to try and demist a little bit. We've also got some bodywork to sort out, and then if we go around the back of the car, we do have eventually the rear bumper to take off and paint, but for the time being I need to take it off just to get this sorted. What we're probably going to sort of tackle first will be attempting to remove and replace this wing, because I've got one. So I'll take you through that, see how we get on. Right, so with the wing, you've got 4 bolts down here. Apologies for if there's a lot of background noise, but I do live on a street, so things are going to be heard. There's a bolt here, and on the inside there'll be that one as well. There's also 4 attachments here, and then there's an attachment at the bottom under that bit of trim. So let's start the process. See how we get on. Right, about half hour, 40 minutes later, wings off. What I was neglected to told is that this one on the old wing is covered by a piece of plastic. Let me show you. Now I didn't know you had to push this side out. That out there on inside the door. That way, if I'd have known that, it'd have been a lot easier to get the wing off. Under here, it wasn't that bad. As I said, it's two bolts just there, but obviously you have to take the front bumper, you have to pull the front bumper out, and you have to slightly pull it forward to release it to allow you to get to them bolts. And there's 4 bolts across here, and that's it. Refitting is just the reversal, so let's give it a crack. Well, that were a faff, getting that back on. Everywhere else was fine, but this here is a right pain in the ass. But I've got a nice even gap down that side, and when you put bonnet down, lovely gap there. It's the same as that one there. Now, not gonna lie, I'm gonna need a bit of help with that, so I'll have to wait till Dave turns up to help me get that back in. What I'm gonna do now is just take the plastic bit off this and a clip at bottom, and then I'll put all that and this foam stuff back in, and yeah, that's it, it's done. But you can clearly see the extent. It's a common problem on these, and I've had this car before, as used filler to try and bridge the gap. So yeah, but looks better now. There's no rust patch, there's no bodge. That makes it look like I've done it. So we're all good. I'll show you one of the issues I've got when turn the car on. You get this oil, or check oil level. What's that? That's basically got to do with is the bonnet switch. Let's see if I can show you. So what you've got here, I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see. What you've got here is as you can see, this electrical connection here. Now inside of here is a micro switch, and there's something inside of here. I don't know whether it's failed, whether it's just dirty or what, that is preventing it from clearing. So when that stops working, it's basically saying, it's kind of a warning to saying, we've not detected that the bonnet's ever been open. You need to check your oil level, just in case. That's what I've read up anyway. So I'm just going to quickly take this off. There's a couple of bolts that you can see, there's 3. Move it forward, give it a quick clean up. I don't think it's going to clear it or anything like that, but I've got nothing to lose until but if it doesn't, then I'll look at see if I can get a replacement. See how it goes. Right then, back on with Passat. Not more issues. So what we've got at the moment, we've got multiple of warning. First one, oil level check. Now fortunately, oil level check, that is something to do with the catch on the bonnet. We've read up on it. But what is also happening is when I'm driving, I'm getting an oil workshop light. And obviously I've got to top up my washer fluid as well. And what that's attributing to is, we should have said front light on matter. This oil level sensor. Been reading up, it's a common fault. Sometimes this will fix it if you replace it. Some are saying it's not had an effect. So for the price it is for one of these, I'm taking the gamble, and we're going to change this. So to do that, you've got to drop the oil, and then you've got to take this off. It's held on by three bolts, and obviously an electrical connector. So we're going to crack on with that, and then we'll see if it gets rid of that warning. Obviously it's not come on now because I've not started the car, but we've got it slightly up in the air and I didn't want to start it. But trust me, it has been coming on. It's been non-stop for about 3 weeks, so we need to get it changed. So just to show you then, that's the actual fending article there. So it's held in by three bolts. I don't know if you can just see that in the background, but we're just in the process of draining the oil to allow us to take that out. And obviously we'll give all that a good clean up the points on electrical bit as well, clean up connectors, and then place the new one in and see if that works. Right, so as you can see, we're back on. This was the old one that we took off. Obviously there is quite a bit of crud around it, and the seal that you can see there, that rubber seal, that is obviously a lot more worn than what the new one was. So we're of the assumption that, I'm going to chuck this in bin, we're of the assumption that that was the issue. Starts up, it's fine. there is some more work to come on this car. We'll keep you updated on that one. So just to prove it, now check oil level. That is due to an issue with the bonnet catch. There's a sensor in it and it's not detected, it's not working properly, so it detects that there's something wrong. So it's basically saying check your oil, and obviously I need some wash fluid, but I don't get, when I start it up, I don't get the oil workshop error that I have been getting. That has now gone. So touch wood, it looks like that has been sorted. It is a relatively easy fix, so it's worth a try. And as I said, the part wasn't that expensive, probably about 20-25 quid, something like that. So yeah, worth trying to have a go if you've got that issue on a Passat. This is a B5.5, I think. Right, one of the other jobs to do on this door is to replace this trim because it don't match the original. Taking the old one off the other car, and I'll show you that in a second. I've straightened that out, got that prepped, but obviously we need to take this on. Now, when we took the other one on, it was kind of bonded on, so we're going to get the heat gun out. I've got one of my pry tools there. We'll heat it up, prise it off, and see if we are successful. But yeah, see how we get on. Alright, managed to get the trim off. It was very, very easy to get off. But obviously what you can see here, it leaves a little bit of residual glue of the stuff that's used to put it on. Now I use this stuff, sticky stuff remover. It's in an aerosol, and basically what you do, you just spray it on to that sticky area. Then you let it set for a few minutes, and where is it gone? It's here. I've got like a kit of stuff, and this is like a plastic scraper. And then once I've let it draw for a few minutes, I then just literally go over it. Because this is plastic, it doesn't really eat into the paintwork as you're doing it. So you literally just wait, and then you just start going over it. You just start to peel it and then wipe it off. Give it a good clean down, and then we're ready to accept the other trim. Now what I will do before I do it is I will heat slightly, because it is a bit cold. Use the heat gun to heat this bodywork up a little bit, as well as once I've taken the sticky stuff off the trim, the double-sided bonding tape I've got, I'll heat that up slightly before I then press it into position. Now it has, the ones I'm putting back on, uses these guide holes for when you're putting it back on, so you can't really go wrong in getting it not straight. Obviously there's a little bit of movement, but it should be okay. So yeah, we'll just leave that a couple of minutes, and then we'll start scraping that off, get it prepped. And there you have it. There is still obviously a little bit remaining, but as you can see, the majority of that is out. And obviously what we've got is I've got the old trim. See if I can do this one-handed. And as you can see, like I say, it's got some guide holes here, so that's sitting there, etc, etc. You pop it on, and away you go. And then what I'll do afterwards, I'll just stick a bit of masking tape over it afterwards, just to kind of hold it in place at the corners and stuff while it's just going off. So yeah, we'll crack on. Oh, there she blows. She's on. It's not the best because obviously it was damaged previously, but you can't find these whatsoever unless they're attached to a door. So bit of tape over it now just to secure it in place while it goes off, and we're done. As I suspected, it didn't do anything cleaning it up. There's obviously a problem with micro switch out wiring in there somewhere, so try and source another part. Just got this to put on when Dave comes down, and we're sorted. Trim's on, and as you can see, reversing sensor is now pushed all the way through. So there is still a little bit of work obviously left to do on this car. I haven't got time to do headlights today, or at the moment I've got Sunday, it's Mother's Day, so I'm going to cut this video now. But yeah, there's a fan clutch that's making a bit of a racket, which will need sorting out at some point, and the clutch is getting very high on this one, so it looks like we might have to do a clutch change in this at some point. Feels like I'm spending quite a bit on this car, but it were a cheap car to start with, so you got to expect these kind of issues. It's just part and parcel of owning a cheap car, and as I say, I've only got it because my current work situation means it's a lengthy travel if I have to go into office, so why put mileage on a new car when I can put it on something that's a bit older? And that's the reason obviously why I'm kind of doing content on this at the moment. I can't really say much now, but might be a slight change direction if something at work doesn't pan out, so can't really say much more than that at the moment, but we'll still carry on doing cars. Got the KA, that's up for sale at the moment. We've got the Fiesta that we've just got the bumpers to prep and paint, but because of the weather we've had lately with snow, rain, cold, etc., it's not something that you can do in that kind of weather situation. So, and unfortunately we've just found out that the painter that we used to use is no longer doing it anymore, so we've got to source another painter anyway. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video here now. Just a few more bits done on this car. So yeah, if you do like these videos, please smash that subscribe button and smash that like button for us. Helps us with algorithms. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed so far and supporting us. We really do appreciate it. So yeah, I'll end this one here, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one.